Mike Schmaltz here with Xavier head soccer coach Andy Fleming. You pull out a big one here against your crosstown rival, 3-1 over the Cincinnati Bearcats. It was a tough physical game. They have a lot of speed. You were able to defend it pretty well tonight.
It was an interesting game. I thought they wanted it more than us. I thought beginning of the second half we came out a little flat, and it's the first goal we've allowed all year, but it was going to happen at some point. Disappointing goal. I think we gave it to them, but we responded well, and I think the big players made the big plays, and we held on late and really kept our composure for the most part on what got to be a chippy game and an emotional game late, and always a hard game. I said to my neighbor last night, he said, "How do you feel about it?" I say, "I always like to get out of the way, and it's never an easy game, and it could have went either way, but credit to us for checking some boxes off and going to some territories we hadn't yet."
So Matt Power gets you started. He's on the board for the first time. Nice goal from your defender.
Yeah, we talked about our restarts, kind of getting our offense going, and we scored 5 minutes in to make a statement off of a restart. And I think, again, that's got to be a weapon. And for the most part, we had done well defending restarts, but allowed one. And then, Simon made big plays late, and we dodged a few bullets and looked like we had been there before and killed the game.
Talk about Simon's 2 interceptions. One, he scores solo on the last one, but the first one, he picks it up, serves it over to Samson Sergei, gets on the board for the first time.
Simon is an elite player, and that is a unique thing in that it's not always easy to coach. I give him a lot of rope and a lot of freedom, but he'll be the first to tell you he did not have a good game against Oregon State. And Monday, he was in the training room doing extra work. He watched video. He had a very sharp week of training, and we need him to come up big and make big plays, and he did. And I think he did that probably with some nicks and some guys probably being physical with him and them trying to take him out of the game with man marking and stuff. So he had some obstacles, and I was really proud of his poise. And him and Sergei have to be big for us offensively, and they were tonight.
Talk about the physical nature of this game. How well is that going to prepare you for the Big East, which we know we see a lot of hip checks, we see a lot of physical challenges in the league?
Yeah, again, I'm disappointed. I don't think we played very well. I don't think we were poised. I think we grew impatient with the ball. I think our sharpness wasn't there. But people will tell you in a game like this, that's not going to be there, and it's about getting a result and dealing with the emotions. So we've seen something a little different tonight in a team that sits in, which we've seen, but able to counterattack athletically and probably game plan for us. And we'll see that along the way. And early in the year, you want to prepare your team for the journey and present some situations that you'll see later. And I think we checked a couple boxes off in that regard.
6-0-3 now in the last 9 meetings against a crosstown rival. What's that mean? Your senior class is going to be undefeated against these guys. It's got to be a nice mark in their feather in their caps as they move forward.
Yeah, it's one of the few individual game-based goals we have. I think a lot of them are cumulative or for the season, and one of them was to win this game. And there's always a challenge, but it's also a threat. There's some responsibility to the tradition, and these guys leaving with a clean record against them. But again, I would not want to play them again because they're always tough, and this is a game again that I like to get out of the way, and it's never easy.
Talk about conditions tonight. A lot of rain before this game. The pitch had some puddles on it. It did dry up in the second half. Did that affect it at all?
I want to thank our fans for enduring. It's too bad because I think we probably would have broke the attendance record tonight. But I was amazed at the quality of the field when they came out, and our grounds crew actually rolled it yesterday and filled it with rubber and did a good job getting it ready. And both teams play on turf, and I think the first half was a little fast with the ball speed, but then by probably the 35th minute or so was as expected, and I don't think it impacted either team.
Andy Fleming's Musketeers moved to 2-0-2 on a campaign. Kentucky up next on September 11th.